You were about to say something before I cut you off.
I forgot what it was. It's probably not important. Don't worry.
That's all good. Probably something about consumerism.
Probably, yeah. Which I have to keep repeating this. It's not always a bad thing to be able to consume. It's what keeps the economy ticking over, isn't it? Because so many things that were deemed essential before are no longer essential. So more creative outputs like games, books, movies, they become a bigger part of the economy. So it's good to still keep that going strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even just a couple of years back, like I'm almost at the point now where I could just say I don't want to work my day job if I wanted to, and that's just not something that would be possible, really, even just 5-10 years ago.
Oh, definitely, yeah. The things have changed so much in the online space that it really has just it's shooken the whole system to its core, and I don't think the system's really kind of caught up yet.
Yeah,
And I
that's.
think the more jobs are kind of phased out. Like you go to somewhere like McDonald's, you'll see big screens instead of rows of cashiers.
Mm-hmm.
And the more jobs like that are phased out, I think the more people are going to be forced to be creative. So getting into that good and early, like I mean, I would still consider us now early into that whole scene, even though there's been massive YouTube creators. But I think it's got so much more room to grow. So I think the more we do now, the more that'll help in the future.
Well, even if you really want to think about it, obviously people have made money on the internet since the start of the internet, really. But
Yeah,
for YouTube, it's only had monetization for at what? When did it? Maybe 2008, 2007. I know it didn't have it in its first
right.
year. A couple of years after it started. So at absolute best, maybe just doing like online video in the current form that it's in has been monetized maybe for the past 12 years or so. So it's still really, really early on in I guess its life cycle.
I would say so. And the more alternative funding platforms that come out, like you got your Patreons, you got obviously the library with LBC, and I mean, I think the ad model is starting to kind of wind down a little bit because of how saturated it became to the point where it's very hard to earn money
Mm-hmm.
from that. I mean, I used to be into the Flash game scene back in 2004, 2005, going back a while now, and you used to be able to make a pretty good living off of Flash games or Flash animations. And the ads just dried up to the point where previously getting 20,000, 30,000 plays or views would be able to get you sponsorships. It would be able to get you all sorts of like high return yields from your ads. But now it's if you get 20,000 views, you're getting nothing.
Hmm.
So the systems as far as ads go is definitely kind of on the decline.
I do see, at least in until we have a better system, I do still see ads being something that at least I guess we'll have to stick around at least for a bit because I don't
Oh
see
yeah,
right now the only real alternative to doing ads is people paying for content, and then that brings us back to the whole paywall argument where if they've never heard of you, why would they pay for you?
for sure. Yeah, but I think that's why cryptocurrency systems like LBC are so good because if you get LBC in, the LBC value can go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you're just sticking with the dollar, you're getting a dollar, and then what's that going to go up or down in relation to?
Mm-hmm.
If your main currency is the dollar, just $1 for you is going to be $1, even if the purchasing power changes. Whereas LBC, if it's maybe how much is it one LBC at the minute?
Give me 1 sec. I can check. Uh, it is 3.4 cents.
Well, let's just say 3 cents
Sure.
for
Yeah,
sake
make
of
the maths
easiness.
easier.
At the minute, if one LBC is 3 cents and you can get maybe a few dozen of those a day easy, then let's say you hold on to those for a while, even a year from now, and it's maybe up to 10 cents. That's a much better return than just if you were getting dollars, because the dollar price would still be in dollars. I don't know if I'm explaining myself very well, but hopefully the point comes across.